And is there like medical sales reps coming around and trying to sell you different equipments or
Every day. Every day. They try to bribe us with lunches. They
okay.
bribe us with all kind of stuff
Yeah.
every day. I've been chasing some of my weight loss patients from Starbucks. So they've been they've been going to
Mm.
my office for weight loss, and then I can see them with a cup of
Dino, what are you doing? Get out of my seat.
What's going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of On the Move with Matt. Today I'm here with Victoria Eggen, and she is the owner of Well House. So thanks so much for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're
I was
welcome.
looking forward to it.
We are excited to learn all about what Well House is and what you guys do.
Thank you.
So can you kind of just give us a brief description? What is Well House?
Well House is exactly what it says in the name, wellness, anti-aging, and hydration. We do have IVs. We started as IV and weight loss clinic, but then we realized that this is not enough and people no longer want longevity. They actually do want vitality. So even if they live longer, they want to be active longer. So we add a lot of other products, other procedures, for example, peptides that increase the energy, help with skin, help with brain function, all other things. We do have hormone replacement therapy, and we recently added a couple devices that actually helping with that Ozempic faces, Ozempic butts, and all other
Yeah.
things that a lot of people complain to. For people to feel better, they feel younger. They want to also look their age and look their how they feel.
Right. So are you from this area, or did you come here to start your business?
I originally from Ukraine. In Ukraine, I was a surgical OBGYN, so did all kind of surgeries, including C-sections and the cancer treatments, and did some research. And then when I moved to United States in 2001, I was working in ER, was working as an ultrasound technician, and went through a lot of rigorous training. However, then I realized that what medical school trains and what the mainstream medicine does is not enough.
Right.
So we started this place in Winchester in 2023. Actually, in May, we will be 2 years since we've been in Winchester, but I actually live in Maryland.
Okay. And how has the journey been so far becoming an entrepreneur? Have you kind of always had that in you? Or
I actually did, yeah. I surprisingly, for myself, I was used to teach in nursing schools and had a little like a training place. I before I actually started this business, I was teaching in Blue Ridge Community Technical College, anatomy, microbiology, physiology. And then I used to have a real estate agency in Great Branson, Missouri. So that was my business as well.
oh wow, so you kind of done it all, a little bit of everything.
Trying
Yeah.
to.
So is the medical field kind of your passion? That's really
Absolutely.
what you like?
Absolutely. It really was very difficult when I came here in 2001 without any knowledge of English. It was very difficult to find the kind of niche or what I could do because
Right.
even like doing cleaning tables or something was a big challenge. And for a long time, I really was kind of suffering, not being able to help people or kind of increase their mood or all those things. So when this came up as an idea, and it was a big movement in United States and in Europe to vitality, longevity, wellness, importance of all these things. It was exactly what I needed. It
Right.
made me happy, and as we talked earlier, it took take me an hour to drive to work, and that hour is almost nothing because I'm looking forward every day to come to work.
Oh, good. And what type of services do you guys offer? You have like the drip IVs and
Absolutely. And again, because we are not a franchise and because all our providers highly trained nurses, PAs, MDs, we offer a little bit kind of different type of hydration. Definitely, we have a regular Myers with B vitamins, with vitamin C. However, we more focused on medical support IV. So, for example, we have a high dose vitamin C to support cancer treatment. We have a protocol for Lyme support treatment. We have ozone therapy that not many people do in United States that help with energy, with brain function. Our brainstorm IV designed for people who has a problem with focusing, who has problem with sleeping, and also peptides is other thing. So we're not quite just a cookie cutter like most, drip areas, drip
Right.
places.
So do you see most people coming in to kind of like get hydrated, or is it more like cosmetic stuff?
I would say about 20-30% of our patients is doing IV hydration, and most of them doing a little bit more sophisticated IVs. However, about I would say 60% of our population doing weight loss with all this new GLP-1, semaglutide, tirzepatide, retatrutide. We have right now 4 different GLP-1s. We're trying to stay at the front edge of the science. So,
Right.
and then once this patient sees the result, because average patient losing between 3 to 5 pounds a week, that's a safe way, safe amount of pounds to lose a week
Right.
without gaining everything back. Then they start seeing changes in skin, aging, and then we introduce our kind of anti-aging and aesthetic
Oh,
product.
and do you guys have like a nurse like on staff
Absolutely.
that kind of does an evaluation to see if this is something that's healthy for them to do?
Absolutely. We do a full face, good face exam. So the first time the patient has to meet either with me or with a physician or with a nurse practitioner or anyone. And then nurses do evaluation every time patient comes in as well. So we have 2 registered nurses. We're actually looking for 2 more. We expanding and growing. So if anybody knows a good nurse that can do IVs and good team player, we are actually searching for the nurse right now. We also have medical assistants. So if there is just simple subcutaneous or intramuscular injections, she can administer those. But every patient has to come with lab results, has to go through intake with one of the providers.
Right. And do you think with like the weight loss and stuff like that, the drip hydration stuff that you guys offer, is that a better route than to say take oral medication? Or what's the difference really?
Absolutely. Yeah, I 100% agree with that because, first of all, oral medication, they always have just a tiny amount of medicine itself. Everything else is fillers because in order to get that pill out of the bottle, you really need to have a kind of size of the pill, right? So most of them like a fiber or some soy or some. So you really only getting very tiny amount of medicine. Plus, we all have what we call first pass effect, meaning everything comes through the stomach will be kind of degraded by hydrochloric acid and by liver and enzymes. So when it comes through IV or comes in intramuscular, first of all, it 100% clean, no additives, no nothing. Also, it can sit as a depot if it's in the muscle and slowly do the job, or it goes in a vein and immediately come to the organs that's needed. And also, it bypasses absorption. People with Crohn's disease, that we have quite a few of patients with absorption problem. So those people, no matter how much medicine we're going to give them orally, they're really not getting anything. So for them, we have a specific IV that has all vitamins in it. All the vitamins that's available, they get through IV because they just can't absorb.
Right. And do you try to make it like a comfortable environment? Do you guys kind of have chairs that they can lounge back in
You you know, Matt. You know, we have massage chairs. We have TVs. We have our massage chairs has a heat, so they design that people can actually relax, and a lot of them taking a nap. I'm one of them, so
Right, yeah.
a lot of them take a nap in a chair, and we have a one of the best people who can administer IVs. Nurses are very highly trained. We also have equipment that makes a patient more comfortable without sitting with a needle
Right.
in the arm. They have a little like a catheter, so it makes them at ease. And all our staff is very pleasant. They try to joke with the patient, try to kind
Right.
of distract them,
Right.
so to make it a little bit less stressful for needle
Yeah.
poke.
How long does it take to, like, once you have the needle in you, the IV in you, how long does it take for the whole bag to drip down?
It's a good question, and that's where we a little bit different from a lot of other places because just regular IV about 35 minutes. If it's a hydration with a liter, because we have a couple patients with the POT syndromes, they need really hydration to keep the blood pressure up and
Yeah.
make function, about 45, 50. However, we do have a couple IVs, one of them NAD+, the design, it's an electron donor design, people with clarity for people who need really have long COVID, brain fog. That might take about 3-4 hours.
Oh,
And
wow.
that's because it's a very slow drip to prevent reaction to the medication.
So some people actually will sit there for 3, 4 hours and get
Absolutely.
that done?
Yeah, they
Wow.
will sleep, they will read, they will use their cell phones, whatever, whatever make them to pass the time.
Right. And do you guys have a lot of like different like cosmetic stuff where you want to come and maybe like, I don't know, tighten the skin on your face or your neck or
We do. We actually didn't have it at the beginning. So at the very beginning, we had like IV rooms and I mean chairs and that. But then we have again, we're trying to get the cutting edge. One of the latest acquisitions, we got equipment called Ativa. It's a really one step below facial surgery.
okay.
So Ativa actually tightening that smesh layer, the collagen layer that with age get kind of loose and droop, I guess.
Right.
And what it does, it uses radio frequency. So there is no downtime. There is the procedure is virtually not painful because we numb the patient. For comfort, because you start talking about comfort, we use a really high percent lidocaine, like 23% lidocaine. We have Pronox, so we also do dental blocks that patients don't have to suffer from painful procedures. So that basically, if you go on our Instagram or Facebook, there is a lot of videos, and you can see the patient just laying or smiling or
Right. Yeah.
just talking to us and while we're doing the procedures. So most procedures again designed for skin tightening, skin lifting, not to make people look weird like
Right.
some of the celebrities, but it actually brings them to the look when they were 10, 20 years ago. After 40 years, when we turn 40 years old, we start losing 1% of collagen. Excuse me,
Yeah.
1% of collagen a year. And then after 40, we start losing elastin.
Okay.
So that's where people start feeling that droopiness in the skin, and that's where we come in to help.
Yeah. And have you found any challenges as like becoming an entrepreneur? Are there a lot of challenges with that, or do you like the challenge?
Well, I read somewhere a good saying that if you work for someone, you work 40 hours a week. But if you don't want to work for someone, you will be working 100 hours a week.
All right. Yeah.
As an entrepreneur and business owner yourself and a realtor, you know that sometimes I'm at 7 o'clock in the office and we're not open till 10. And sometimes, like yesterday, we were staying till 9 o'clock trying to get in inventory of all the new product we get. And so try to learn how these products work, what is the best way to administer. So that will be, this is the biggest challenge. And the second biggest, and I was absolutely, was and is absolutely blessed, is people. To find the right team players. I am absolutely lucky to find Nicole Russell. She's a registered nurse and she is absolutely amazing support to me. I have no idea what I would do without her.
Right.
I have a great support staff in my office. Our medical assistant, Pam, she's our English, Spanish interpreter, and that was an amazing luck to have her because now we increase amount of Spanish population that come to us for different procedures. So that's something that was a big challenge for a while.
Right. Yeah. And do you do a lot of stuff with like the community and stuff, or what?
Community was is and is a huge support. We are members of the Chamber of Commerce. These guys does so much for us, and still trying to get the kind of 2 year opening and help with that. Also, we donate to CCAP
Yeah.
organization. We
Yeah.
one year we had a turkey, another we do the clothing and stuff like that, fundraising. Local schools, Millbrook sports athlete, we
Yep.
support them as well. And
Okay.
we do have for the military, we have a special appreciation for the military.
Okay. And can high school kids come in and get like a drip IV? Do their parents need to sign off?
The parent has to sign off. So
Okay.
anybody below 16. So our medical director is internal medicine and pediatrician. He's also a diplomat of Board of Obesity Medicine. So he basically do not like us to take anyone less than 9 years old. But anyone below 16 have to have a parent or guardian with them.
Right.
If the patient above 16 but below 2021, then the guardian has to come and sign a paper, but they can come in next time without a guardian.
Hold up, before we jump back into the episode, let's hear a quick word from yours truly. If you're thinking about buying or selling in Virginia or West Virginia, I'm ready to help you make that move. Whether it's finding your forever home or looking to sell, I've got the experience and the visibility you need. Check the description below for the best way to reach out to me, and now let's get back to the episode.
Do you find that a lot of like high school kids that play sports come in to use your services?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
hydration is a big thing. We specifically have the IV that's called recovery and performance. It has specific amount of minerals, amino acids, vitamins that help during the runs, during the football season,
Right.
anything heat in the summer. Hydration is a big thing.
Yeah.
So they really benefit from that. Just we see the increase in the performance just because of hydration.
Oh wow. So if you get a drip IV, is that different than drinking a Gatorade or
Big time.
electrolytes?
Big time, because Gatorade, you probably know about that, was designed by the Gators coach for the football team, right?
Right. Yeah.
They start dropping from dehydration, they start drinking water and realize that they're losing minerals and vitamins. Our minerals and vitamins designed by the pharmacy, we don't prepare them, and that's why they design in specific amounts that support each other and increase each other results, basically kind of build on each other and not just gobbling down sugars and magnesium and all those things. Plus, again, back to absorption. When we drink something like that, it gets out of the kidney, out of the body faster. Giving through IV, it increase the volume and help with the blood pressure from dehydration and give them unnecessary
Right.
minerals and vitamins.
And do you guys have like a 5-year vision, 10-year vision of where you want the business to go? Are you just
Absolutely.
you're always adding new services?
We always add new services. We try to add services that not available in this area. Akiva was another one. One of the services we have is ultherapy. So this is an ultrasound. Akiva is radio frequency. Ultherapy is ultrasound, tightening of the skin, rejuvenation of the skin. Also, we are thinking to help with mental health. At the beginning, when we opened Just IV, we provide ketamine treatment for PTSD, suicide, depression. Unfortunately, my certified nurse anesthetist moved with the family away, and we stopped doing that. But there is new product and equipment on the market that was big in Korea and big in Europe that actually help with that conditions. And it's really just a 30-minute session in the office, no injections, no needles involved. So we're looking towards getting something like that to help a young population and military.
Oh, wow. And do you have any other like type of recovery type stuff? Like I know there's like the red light sauna and stuff like that. Do you offer anything like that?
We don't have the sauna like a full body sauna, but we do have red light therapy. Also, we have blue and green lights that for different reasons, for different purposes, I guess I should say. But we are also doing something that, as an OBGYN, really close to my past career. We do a vaginal rejuvenation for women who had multiple births, who have incontinence, who has a little bit laxity and prolapse. So that is really amazing. It's a new treatment again in the country. It's been in Europe for a couple years, but it's actually so 8-minute treatment, and you really need to do it once. And then we also have a chair that's specifically designed for incontinence. Women improve the stamina, women pelvic floor, and help men with benign prostate, hyperplasia, BPH. So it's all kind of going towards, again, vitality and not necessarily just longevity. Longevity is a past century. We're all trying to live longer, but
Right.
live longer doesn't mean live happier. So we
Right.
try every patient that comes to us, not just for help them to live longer, but also get the most out of the years that they have.
Right. And what's the best way to get educated on all the services you guys have? Should they just come in and talk to you guys or a
Our
website?
consultations are free. We do so much, and we add in, like you mentioned, every time something new. Like yesterday, we got some new product that been in Korea for 15 years. It's a huge in Middle East, but it's been approved in United States in last August. So,
wow.
and we just got it. Surprisingly enough, we had a trainer. She said we don't even have it in our
Right.
office.
Yeah.
So we adding. So on the website, it's very hard to keep all information up to date. So the easiest is just to schedule a consultation with me or with any of my nurses. Consultations are free, and we just discuss what they actually need and what maybe they don't need.
Right. And what do you think the best part about having your business in Winchester is?
People.
People?
The population, the demographic. We have people hugging us. I have people bringing me flowers because they're so nice and grateful. We absolutely love our customers. They support us. They support us by referring us to their friends and relatives. We even made what we call the Well House Wellness wallet, because every time somebody, let's say you refer your wife to me, you will get some money into your wellness wallet that you can use. And we have people doing the entire procedures just by referring friends and family. And the best kind of compliment we can receive in your business and in my business is the referrals to friends and family.
Right.
So we were really blessed with people who believe us, who trust us, and who wants to support us by referring to their friends.
Right. And do you have any stories that you could share about somebody that you've helped succeed with your different?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, and not one, but I'll
Right.
limit one. I had a lady who was kind of about to go through divorce with an abusive relationship, and during the time that she was coming to us, and she not just did one procedure, she did weight loss, and then she kind of continue her journey, because that's what we see our patients. We don't need one off to give them a shot and see you later. We
Right.
really see them journey together with us, right? To to progress with us, to improve with us. And we learn from our patients a lot, tremendous amount. Some of them will tell us about procedures that we never heard of, but
Right.
they see somewhere, so we learn as well. Anyway, she was going through the weight loss journey with us. She lost 100 pounds. She's
Oh,
one of
wow.
our members of the 100-pound club. Right
Yeah.
now, I think we have 10 people in a 100-pound club and a little bit more in our 50-pound club. And then divorce happened. She was going through a really tough time, and she would just come and sometimes cry. But she continued to go, and now she is marrying next month. She found another person that
Oh, wow.
absolutely adore her for who she is. And she said, all this weight loss just gave me more confidence, and I felt better to go back on a dating scene after all this tragic things that happened with her and obviously her kids and the family. And now she's getting married, so she's happy as she can be.
Oh, wow. So I'm sure that makes you feel really good that you're able to help
Absolutely.
somebody in their journey.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And
That's what that's why we come to work. Like in Nicole and all our providers, that's why we come to work every day, regardless what happens. What going on in our life. That's the reason we come.
right. And so do you also enjoy the business part of it, or is your heart more into the medical side?
My heart more in the medical
Yeah.
side. That's why I need Nicole and I need someone to help me with the business part. I absolutely love learning new things. Tomorrow, actually, Nicole and I, we go into Las Vegas for training to get new products, to get new equipment. We also gonna go for a training that I took a couple years ago, but now it's all outdated information on peptides, because peptides can increase longevity. Peptides can help with hair loss, with memories, with sleep, with muscle building. And this is a new wave right now. Been about 5 years, so we constantly go on the trainings. We bring trainers to the office if we don't know how to do one or another things. And this is what I love the most. I love
Right.
interaction with patients. I love to see the result. Unfortunately, I am an instant gratification person.
Yeah.
I want to see result right away. I want to see this beautiful cheeks. I want this glowing skin. I want
Yeah.
this see the smile on my patient face,
Yeah.
and that's really me. Business part, unfortunately, I'm not big on it. So
Right. Yeah. But you come up with the ideas and all that, and then
absolutely.
somebody can help
And
guide you.
research. A lot of people don't realize how much research, because there's so much information there. You don't know which one is good and which one is just some hoax. And
Right.
last thing I want is I gave the oaths that do not harm, right? So the first thing I want to make sure that these people don't come and spend money and don't have result, or even worse, they spend money and have a bad outcome. So it takes a lot of time to do that, and that's what I love.
And is there like medical sales reps coming around and trying to sell you different equipments, or
Every day. Every day. They try to bribe us with lunches. They
okay.
bribe us with all kind of stuff
Yeah.
every day. And again, that's where research comes in place. That's where the knowledge comes in place. That's where expertise comes in place. So because all these years that we've been studying and learning and going to classes and spending a lot of money on different trainings, that's what will make me and my team to know that, okay, this is not gonna help our patient. This
Right.
is something that somebody tried to sell us, but it's not gonna make a difference in the patient journey.
So would you say most of the new treatments that you're finding, you're doing your own research? You find it
Absolutely.
you find it all on your own?
Absolutely. Oh, and that's why we go into conferences. So
Right.
on the conference, they introduce the mental health equipment we found by going on a conference. We purchase equipment for vaginal rejuvenation. We purchase a chair from them for like incontinence, right? We also got some equipment for muscle building, because some people after surgery, they need muscle building, and especially who did a long journey with the weight loss, they need that muscle building. But during that conference, we were introduced to the new equipment. So, and this is what we researched for about 6 months. And I think we both, not both, but all providers agreed that that will be a good addition to what we do.
Right. And are you coordinating with somebody's like primary care doctor and kind of coming up with a game plan on what somebody would need for
Absolutely, our medical director. Yeah.
Okay.
So every time there is something happening, like patient, let's say, pass out because of they afraid of needles, we report to medical director, and also if there is a new equipment or product, we absolutely have a meeting with the medical director and discuss if that healthy, if this is safe, where the research is, where the because we don't want to go off. Something that somebody on a TikTok is saying, right? I
Right.
want to see randomized, double-blinded control studies that has volunteers in a placebo group that show the difference. I want to see histology. If we do skin, I want to see the, any of those things that will actually support the result of this procedure or this product.
Right. And is everything with you guys appointment only, or can somebody just walk in and get
We
something done?
try to do appointments just because some procedures needs a lot of attention and preparation. Like for example, Ativa that I do is a sterile procedure. So we have to have sterile equipment. We have to have sterile blankets and towels. We have to be sterile gloves. So that takes a lot of preparation. However, there is a couple things that we can allow patients to come without appointment. This is IV for migraines. We ask them to call just to make sure we can shift the schedule in the office, and also hangovers IVs. So people feel terrible during those, and we encourage them to come as soon as possible and don't wait.
Right.
But for most part, we really encourage to have an appointment, and what most important, to keep an appointment. Because if somebody's scheduled at 4 o'clock, but they come at 2, now we obviously want to help them, but then it throws the whole schedule on the patients who were on the schedule during 2 o'clock appointment.
Right. Yeah.
That makes sense, yeah. It's just for safety of patients and also for safety of the staff, because like I said, we do a little bit more just a regular spa. We are more on the medical side, and obviously with dealing with needles, with catheters, with all that require attention and preparation.
Right.
One of the things in my office, I require that everybody who has an Apple Watch, they have to take them off during the work time, because
Yeah.
when I work with a patient, the last thing I need is a
Right.
text message from my daughter with her dog rolling around or something like that.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
again, it's for the safety of our patients and to give our providers time and confidence that they're doing the right thing.
Right. And are you guys doing like a lot of social media advertising and stuff, or?
We need to get better.
Yeah.
We definitely need to get better. It's just the time that we don't have, because again, we focus on learning new procedures. But if somebody out there who can do the good job for medical spas, we're always open for a new team member.
Right.
But we definitely, right now, our Instagram and everything run by Genesis. She is wonderful. She's actually a high schooler, but she does a wonderful job, and we kind of give her ideas what needed to be done, and also about appropriateness, right? Because there is copyrights and all that stuff. We don't want to infringe on those. So,
Yeah.
but right now she's doing most of our videos, but we definitely can use help with social
Right.
media.
Yeah.
Because we all my nurses, they oriented on medical part, and social media for us not as important. However, we do know business runs, especially a business we are in, field we are in, runs on social media.
Right. And you guys have an awesome spot, like right off Route 7.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have traffic coming from Route 7, from 81. How do you feel that location has helped you grow to what you are today?
We actually have to give a big thank you to Starbucks, because our back door is actually a drive-through to Starbucks, and we
Yeah.
had a little like a banner with our services, which need to be updated, because our banner needs to be like 5 times longer now than
Right,
what
yeah.
it's right now. But at the beginning, we had a lot of traffic, walk-in traffic coming in, who was interested in some new things, and they were learning. And that's one of the things that I was grateful to Winchester area, that people are open-minded.
Right.
Some of them come, I never heard about IV place, what IV does, and next thing you know, they on our membership,
Right. Yeah.
or they buy the package of lipotropic because they tried one and they feel energy, they feel like it helped them overall health,
Right.
and
Yeah.
now they have a package of those. So that was a good. It's easy to get. There's plenty of parking, and Martin's is right there. However, I need to tell you, I've been chasing some of my weight loss patients from Starbucks. So they've been they've been going to my office for weight loss, and then I can see them with a cup of caramel macchiato walking from Starbucks. So I'm like,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, that is good with the location, because somebody might go grocery shopping or grab a coffee, and then they see your
Absolutely.
sign, and I mean, your title kind of gives it away, like Well House.
Well house, yeah.
It starts to get you intrigued.
Another thing what helps is we can have a husband or a wife having procedure or IV while the spouse going shopping. So they don't feel
Right.
like, oh, I come to Well House and now my husband gonna sit in the car and being bored. So they can do it like a family trip. We have people coming from Fairfax. We can have people coming from Bethesda. Yesterday, we had a lady who drove 2.5 hours, and she came with her husband. And while we were working with her, she actually, my patient from a previous place, and I used to work, and she just, while she was doing whatever we needed to do, he just went and shopped in a Tractor Supply.
Oh wow. Yeah, it works out then.
Both happy.
Yeah, there you go. And have you ever worked on like any big time athletes or anything like that?
We do. We have a bodybuilders. Obviously, I can't disclose
Yeah.
names due to HIPAA, but we have bodybuilders. We do have a football players. We have couple people who are ladies who are cheerleaders. They used to be Redskins, now
The
they
Commanders, yep.
Yeah. So we do, and that's another beautiful thing about Winchester area, because that's kind of big melting pot
Right,
of
yeah.
people. Yeah.
So will you actually go to where the athletes are and give them treatment?
Sometimes we do. At the beginning, we did. We had a wonderful nurse. She was doing home visits, but then again, she kind of moved out of the area. So right now, as soon as I find another nurse, we will do that. But right now, we kind of pretty small on
Right.
short on help, I guess I should say.
Right, yeah.
But we absolutely did home visits, and people love it. There is a couple pictures on our website, on Google website, and on our Instagram when we did IVs at people's houses. Absolutely.
Okay. Perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming out today and,
Thank
and,
you.
and sharing it. Yeah, we really appreciate it. If somebody wants to get your services, should they go to the website? Should they call you? How should they do
The
that?
easiest is just to call and schedule an appointment. Now we have a new system that you can also text us at the same number, but the number is 540-313-4174, and you can leave a message and schedule appointment. And if you decide to call after this interview and tell that you see with Matt, we will give you a specific discount.
All right, perfect. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Yep, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.